Hi everybody, welcome back to Harmon Speaks. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics. We're going to talk to a mother who loves her child. My mama loved me and I really, really love moms. Say hello to Julie Owenby.
Hi there.
Hi Julie, thank you so much for being on our show.
Yeah, of course.
And tell me who you have here.
So this is Ryker. Ryker's 4 years old. He'll be 5 here in a couple weeks. This is my little miracle boy. He was born at 24 weeks, has lots of medical conditions.
All right.
But he is all-time my life changer, my world, the reason I get up every day.
Okay,
you know?
That's fantastic. Just in a general way, we don't know everything, but tell me some of the things that he's having to overcome now.
So Ryker, he had multiple coding incidences when he was younger. It caused some brain damage.
Okay.
So he has some neurological issues. He has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
He has some blind and deaf issues kind of going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a cancer survivor. He's went through a liver transplant, which was an amazing thing for someone with special needs to be able to overcome that and giving back the quality of life and years on his life.
Right.
So he's kind of an amazing superhero guy to me,
Yeah, exactly. He's been through a lot. That's great. Now, you have had some medical people tell you that, like when you went to get a liver transplant, they mentioned that he really didn't have the quality of life that he would need. What is your opinion about that?
So my thought on that is, what do you want for your children? Is one of the things that I always gauge for him. As parents, we try to make sure that he's happy, safe, healthy as can be. Give him all the things that you would give any child as a parent.
Right.
So when you think of what your goals are when you're raising your children, you want them to be happy. You want them to feel loved. You want them to be supported. You want them to have the best life that's possible for the individual person.
Right.
So for Ryker, that upset me quite a bit because I feel like he has quality to his life.
Okay.
He gets up every day and he's smiling and he's happy and he's sleeping right now, obviously.
Right.
But this is a child.
It is mid-afternoon and he's on a new kind of medication, so
yeah, we had to up some medicines that
plus
have
something
him a little
not very
sedated.
interesting, so he's a little drowsy.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he's just he has quality in my eyes. He has what I would want for my 2 daughters, Katie and Lily. I have one younger than Ryker and one older, and it's funny to watch all of the dynamics between the 3. And just like with anybody with children, they all have their own path, and you learn to parent for the child, not necessarily one size fits all.
Right. So how did you overcome this medical team that didn't want to help him?
Well, what was amazing is at this point we were feeling pretty hopeless and feeling kind of small when you're looking at a big, hospital telling you no. And we called all over the country and asked, can somebody please help us? And I had a plea that I had posted on Facebook. And another mother that has a child similar had reached out to me and said that, it just really caught her heart, and she showed it to her transplant team, and they said, listen, you have them call us and bring him here, and we'll try to do everything to help him. And they did. We got there, and, it was an amazing team. They looked at Ryker. They didn't look at just the medical stuff. They looked at what all he had overcame. They've been super supportive with him, and we're, 2 years post-transplant, and this child is rocking it with the new liver,
That's fantastic.
and growing, and just, like I said, just happy and just getting to watch him grow. And that's the thing, because we were told from day one to expect not to be able to keep him for long,
Right.
We're going to celebrate 5 years. 5 years of his struggle, him fighting and him wanting to be here, and us just trying to be his voice.
I think that's fantastic. That's what it's all about. Tell me about his interaction with his sisters.
So it's really fun. So Katie, she was 5 when Ryker was born, so there's 5 years between them. And, they will snuggle on the couch and watch cartoons. He has a communication board, so he'll push his foot, and we have games that we play with her where he's nonverbal, but they still communicate. We'll have like a dance game. So she'll dance for him, and he pushes stop and go. Go, start dancing. Or the hide and buy game where it's the peekaboo for him. So we've found ways for them to be able to play together. that aren't necessarily your conventional ways,
Sure.
but it works for our family.
Right.
You know, and I have one that's 4-month-old, and that's Lily.
Right.
So they, you know, take naps together. We go through, it's like, okay, it's time for your morning routine. Now it's time for your morning routine. And, you know, they just do things together. They sit in the chairs together. We put them on the floor, tummy time, and they'll play with toys. They hold hands. He loves to hold her. So a lot of times, because Ryker can't necessarily hold her in the chair,
Right.
we'll put them in the bed together, and he'll just wrap his arms around her, you know,
Sweet.
and he just smiles, and he is such a loving child and such an awesome brother. You know, we're really lucky to have him in our family because, like, he brings so much to it. You know, and a lot of people, we've talked about it over the years, and I say, you know, I have learned more about slow down, be kind, look at things around you because of him. Him being nonverbal has taught me so much about how to be a better person.
Right.
You know?
Yes. Yes, I do. And just because he may not become a corporate CEO doesn't mean he doesn't have a great life, right?
Exactly. I mean, he's mama's little boy for life. Like, we are pals. We are going to just do it all together, you know? Every adventure we'll take together.
We'll be there to help you get in trouble a little bit, too.
Just a little bit.
Well, I think he's a very lucky young man. And I hope any families out there who are watching this today who may have a child like Ryker, maybe younger and not so certain as how to proceed as you were, will get some encouragement from your experience and realize that all it takes is a whole lot of love.
Well, and you know, I can remember in 2 different instances, I can remember being in the NICU and asking the nurse practitioner, and she says, okay, we'll let him get on the floor and play. And I said, how do I do that? Because he has to vent.
Right.
How do I do that? And she says, well, the same way you did it with Katie.
Okay.
You just do it. And then I remember getting involved with the program once he came home for early development with children.
Right.
And telling her, can you teach me how to play? I said, you know, I want to show him love language, and for children it's play. Can you teach me how to play with him? Can you help me figure out how to navigate, you know? And she's like, of course. And she was amazing. We had her for 2 years, and she taught me a lot on how to pick up on cues. And, you know, people would say, well, you'll learn your baby. Just like your other ones. You'll learn. You'll learn when he's mad. You'll learn when he's happy. You'll learn when he's scared. And it's true, because it is one of those where you just want to do the best for your child, but you're afraid, what if I don't understand? What if I don't get it? What if I'm not enough? Love goes a long way. Love and trying to understand and figure out, what does your child need? What can you do to make it the best for them? You know, and always to be their supporter. You know, whether it's a minimal with a disability or like a major, you know, the biggest thing is just to support them and love them and guide them like any other child. You know, you're their voice, you know.
And if you ever need a place that can help give you support and maybe help you find toys that Ryker could enjoy, where do you go for that?
So one of the things that I absolutely love is Spark. Spark has multiple programs. You know, they have like families that can't afford wheelchairs. You know, they have programs to help you get equipment that you need for your child. They have recently opened up a Toyland library that helps, you know, with children to be able to play, because that was a big thing for us. Every child deserves to play. Every child deserves that enjoyment.
Yes, they do.
You know, and to figure out a way to do that is not something that Knoxville had. You know, so this is a program that they've opened up that I think is an amazing opportunity for parents like myself to be able to engage and play with their children, and to watch the excitement that you never thought you would be able to see that you saw on your other children without disabilities faces when they pick up their favorite toy. And to see, oh my goodness, you know, he's really a Mickey fan. You know, he loves that song, you know. And it's things that, you know, they're watching television and you see it, but for them to be able to engage in toys and just have a good time and be a child. You know?
If a parent out there is listening and wants to get a toy from Spark, how do they do that?
So one of the things is, you know, you can just call Spark. You know, you can look them up online, and, you know, they're great with resources in general. You just call. They're super friendly. The whole purpose is for them to help the community of people with disabilities and things. Super wonderful people that are welcome any questions, you know. Definitely would like the lending program right now. They would like suggestions from families with special needs children or questions on how the program works and how to get involved with getting their children a toy a month, you know. Just call, you know, check out the website. Toys are listed on there, the different types. And if you don't know what's the best fit for your child, you know, call, send an email, and we'll help you figure that out and get you started.
That's fantastic. Well, Julie, it's been a real pleasure meeting you and Kyle today. You touched my heart, and I appreciate your story. Thank you for sharing with us. I wish you all the best in the world, and please let us know if there's anything else we can do for you.
Sure.
And if you're out there raising a child now with special needs, and you feel overwhelmed or afraid, that's not unusual. Every parent has gone through that. But please don't just sit at home and be afraid. There are groups like Spark out there that will help you, who will join with you and help make this a much more meaningful experience for you. Don't be afraid to live. Thank you for tuning in to Harmon Speaks. We love you. Let's change the world together. We'll see you soon.